Hi guys, welcome back to another new episode of mixing backing vocals like a pro. And I'm sorry guys, this video is not going to be like every other video where I will screen record and match my recorded audio from Cubase. And it's simply because my laptop cannot run OBS and Cubase 12 at the same time because both software are heavy. So let's jump right into it. When it comes to mixing backing vocals, it's all about the aim of blending all the elements into one, making sure nothing is overshadowing each other. So the first stage to mixing backing vocals is gain staging. And what do I mean by gain staging? If you look at these tracks over here, look down, these are the 10 tracks. If you check them very well, their waveform are not the same. This guy is larger than this guys. So even though you don't know how to mix backing vocals, gain staging them should be your first motive. Now let's do this manually by adjusting these waveform to make sure they are matching each other. So let me select these guys, 4 guys. I think these guys need to come up a little bit. So let's zoom in to see again. Okay, these guys need to come down a little bit. So let's check it again. Yeah, so even without processing, when the waveform are matched, meaning they are the same volume, they will tend to blend automatically. So let's listen to this. So these are 10 vocals blended into one. So I'm going to remove each processing on top of everything so we can start from the very beginning, and I'll walk you through the processes of how to mix backing vocal. So let's create an empty track over here, add an empty track. So what I want to do is this empty track, because this empty track has nothing on it, there's no processing on it. So what I want to do is I want to duplicate it to every other track. So every other track, this whole backing vocal track, everything will reset. So even listening to the raw record sounds good to tell the person that recorded this and produced this knew what he was doing. So what I want to do next is, after gain staging, is just process one of these vocals. I'll process one and duplicate that processing to the rest of them. So let's do that. So over here, I want to move to every other guy. These guys, let's move to the rest. So let's leave this first guy and listen. So the first thing I want to do is use my high pass filter to filter out unwanted frequencies. These are frequencies that are irrelevant. You don't really need them in your vocals. And that's just the only thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any equalization. So I'll just do EQ and compression only. So my compression, I want the vocal to sound very smooth. So to achieve that, I need to put my attack time on 0, then my release to be the fastest it can. That's 10 milliseconds. And this makeup gain, let's just leave it where it is. And I want to compress -4 dB. I need to drop this guy. So I think we're there. So this is okay. Then I can now duplicate this to every other track. Let's do this. So I just processed one track and duplicated it to the rest. So let's listen again. with just that gain staging, that manual gain staging, you can see the waves are almost the same volume. That's why they are blending. Nothing must be louder than each other. So after doing gain staging and just doing the processing on one individual track and duplicating to the rest of the tracks, it's now time to do a group compression. So this is the vocal group here. Ready? So let's just add the compressor. Now I can leave my compressor on default and just leave my release time to be 500 milliseconds, and my makeup gain should be on auto. You can see I'm compressing -4 dB here also. So after doing this, the next thing I want to do is spiral pan. So the reason for spiral panning is you want to get a stereo backing vocals. So everything cannot just be in the center. You can see everything in the center. C, 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 C. So what I want to first do is these two guys. I want them to be in the center. Then these next guys, what I want to do is I want to take one of them to the left by 70. I think that's too much. I just say by 45. Then the next two, one in the center, then the next one to the right at 45. Let's take a listen. Then the next ones, I want them to be hard panned, meaning to the left entirely and to the right entirely. Cut it over here. So let's take a listen. Then this one's a little bit to the right and to the left. They are all in groups, two by two. We have two vocals here, two, each of them singing different parts. So these guys panned to the extreme left and right. They tend to be louder because they're taking up a lot of space. They are the only ones in that stereo field. So we need to drop them a little bit. Let's say -6 dB. So after spiral panning, the next thing I want to do is add a secret plugin I use always. The name of the plugin is Fresh Air. I will always find every chance to use this plugin. Just listen to what it does. Bypassed. It adds this kind of airy or crispiness to the vocals. That's why I like using it. So the last thing to do now is send my vocal group to a reverb bus. Now let me show you the configuration of my reverb bus. This is my reverb bus over here that I named Long over here, and I have a reverb effect of 7 seconds decay time and 75 milliseconds pre-delay, and a mix of 79. Now let's send our vocals gradually. So I need to solo my vocals really. you can listen to how good they sound. So after sending them to my Reverb bus, the next thing I want to do is blend it with the rest of the music. So this is I have some warm pads here. So that's how you get a clean sounding backing vocals. It's not that hard, it's very easy. So thank you guys for watching. If you found this video very helpful and useful, please share, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you guys for watching.